Hey guys, everything alright? Tired of the monotony of multiplayer games? Then stay tuned to the video because today I bring you 12 single-player games that promise to end the multiplayer genre for you. Starting with Legacy of the Forge, the second story expansion planned for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, a medieval action RPG developed by Warhorse Studios and released on February 4th, 2025. The DLC introduces a robust blacksmithing system, allowing Henry to create, repair, and possibly customize weapons and armor. This represents an evolution from the first game, where Henry's blacksmithing skills were only mentioned in the introduction. Players will be able to manage a forge, rebuilding it from scratch, which may include elements of business simulation, such as resource management and interaction with NPCs to obtain materials or contracts.
The trouble with an adventurous life, it can end before it gets started.
Congratulations tonight! You finally become a man.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, is an upcoming single-player action-adventure game developed by Skydance New Media in collaboration with Marvel Games and published by PlayOn. The game is directed by the renowned Amy Hennig, known for her work on the Uncharted series and Legacy of Kain. It is being developed with the Unreal Engine 5.4 graphics engine, promising cutting-edge visuals and a cinematic experience. The story takes place in 1943 in a Nazi-occupied Paris, where players follow an unlikely alliance between four playable characters who fight to prevent the rise of the terrorist organization Hydra. The narrative focuses on the tension and collaboration between the heroes, who need to overcome their differences to face a common enemy. Inspired by the Uncharted series games, the game will have intense action sequences, engaging narrative moments, and a visual presentation that seeks to replicate the feel of a Marvel movie.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, stand beside me.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem.
Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown is a turn-based strategy game developed and published by Strange Scaffold. It's the first turn-based Tiamat game, inspired by the classic animated series, but with a new and original approach to the Ninja Turtles universe. The game takes place after the deaths of Splinter and Shredder, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles approaching adulthood and facing new challenges. The game features a turn-based combat system, focusing on tactical strategy. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are playable characters, each with unique and customizable abilities and fighting styles. Players will face the Foot Clan in 20 constantly changing levels, adding new challenges with each turn. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown promises a unique experience for fans of the Ninja Turtles, combining the nostalgia of the classic series with innovative and strategic gameplay. The turn-based approach and character customization promise a challenging and rewarding experience.
You have a clue, what could that be? They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me.
In Bloodlines 2, you take on the role of Fire, an elder vampire who awakens after a century of sleep in modern-day Seattle. The situation Fire finds himself in is far from ideal. Imprisoned in a dilapidated apartment, and with most of his powers blocked by a mysterious magical mark. To make matters worse, Fire hears the voice of a thin-blood vampire named Fabien in his mind. The Seattle in which Fire awakens is on the verge of open war between different vampire factions, as a power vacuum forms in the court of the local vampires. The Camarilla, which has dominated the city for decades, faces growing sympathy for the anarchists. The narrative will focus on Fire's journey to unravel the mysteries of his awakening, regain his powers, and navigate the complex politics and machinations of Seattle's vampire society.
You have one night to sort your business and get the fuck out of Seattle.
Benny, such a way with words. Tally's an acquired taste.
I'm your go-to gal for fun times at the OK Camarilla.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained.
You're the Nomad.
This town's had a queen for a long time.
How uninvited. There had better be a reason.
If I were a betting man, I'd say the heads are just starting to roll. And I am a betting man.
Neo Berlin 2087 is an upcoming action RPG developed by Elysium Game Studio, set in a dystopian version of Berlin in the year 2087. The game features a unique perspective, allowing players to switch between first and third person during gameplay. The game offers several ways to approach challenges, with missions that can reward both non-lethal tactics and aggressive actions. Players can engage in direct combat or opt for a more stealthy approach. In addition to the city of Neo Berlin, players will also explore the desolate area outside the walls, home to outcasts and malfunctioning machines, presenting different types of enemies and challenges. The protagonist, Nolan, is a special investigator tasked with finding Natalie, the daughter of the murdered police chief who witnessed the crime. As Nolan, players must investigate the murder and the subsequent conspiracy. This involves collecting clues, interrogating suspects, and using special abilities to uncover the truth, such as the ability to hack minds to obtain information.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget.
You never asked for your help.
Use them all to push me to my
Why are you
best.
risking everything for me?
So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change.
Neo Berlin 2087 is an upcoming action RPG developed by Elysium Game Studio, set in a dystopian version of Berlin in the year 2087. The game features a unique perspective, allowing players to switch between first and third person during gameplay. The game offers several ways to approach challenges, with missions that can reward both non-lethal tactics and aggressive actions. Players can engage in direct combat or opt for a more stealthy approach. In addition to the city of Neo-Berlin, players will also explore the desolate area outside the walls, home to outcasts and malfunctioning machines, presenting different types of enemies and challenges. The protagonist, Nolan, is a special investigator tasked with finding Natalie, the daughter of the murdered police chief who witnessed the crime. As Nolan, players must investigate the murder and the subsequent conspiracy. This involves collecting clues, interrogating suspects, and using special abilities to uncover the truth, such as the ability to hack minds to obtain information. Control 2 is the long-awaited sequel to the acclaimed third-person action game, Control, developed by Remedy and published by 505 Games. Initially known as codename Heron, Control 2 was officially announced in November 2022. Remedy Entertainment acquired the full rights to the intellectual property of Control, ensuring complete creative control over the sequel. Development is progressing, with Remedy reporting that the game has reached the playable stage. The plot is expected to connect with the Alan Wake 2 DLCs, deepening the narrative of the shared universe. The game will use the Northlight engine, the same proprietary engine from Remedy used in Control and Quantum Break, known for its impressive visuals and advanced physics. Remedy plans to leverage modern technologies such as real-time ray tracing for even more impressive visuals, following the example of the first Control. Anno 117, Pax Romana is the next game in the award-winning Anno franchise from Ubisoft Mainz. Set in the year 117 AD, during the period known as Pax Romana, the game puts players in the role of a Roman governor tasked with shaping the Roman Empire. The game focuses on city building, trade, and territorial expansion. Players will have the task of managing different provinces, such as Latium and Albania, each with its own challenges and opportunities. The player's choices as governor will have a direct impact on the development of their cities and the satisfaction of the citizens. It will be possible to opt for economic growth or military expansion, as well as choose between leading with rebellion or uniting diverse cultures. The game promises enhanced graphics with detailed landscapes and variety. The provinces of Latium and Albania will present significant visual contrasts, with Latium depicting sunny landscapes and sandy beaches, while Albania will have a rockier and mountainous environment. Star Wars Zero Company is a highly anticipated turn-based tactics, single-player game set in the Star Wars universe, slated for release in 2026. Developed by BitReactor, in collaboration with Respawn Entertainment and Lucasfilm Games, the game will be published by Electronic Arts and will be available for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. The story is original and canonical, centered on Hawks, a former Republic officer who leads Zero Company, an elite group composed of mercenaries and professionals from diverse backgrounds. Hawks and his team are hired to face a new threat that, if left unchecked, could consume the galaxy. The narrative promises to be raw and authentic, with tones inspired by Rogue One and Andor, exploring the gray areas of the Clone Wars, but maintaining the hope and bonds between allies typical of Star Wars. The story emphasizes the dynamics between team members who need to overcome personal differences to achieve their goals. Player choices will have significant consequences, influencing the direction of the narrative.
They're professionals. setting aside their differences to take on the impossible. But that's the job, and they get it done.
Exodus is an upcoming third-person action-adventure RPG set in a science fiction universe. Developed by Archetype Entertainment, in collaboration with Certain Affinity, and with the support of Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro, the game stands out for the participation of Matthew McConaughey, who voices one of the main characters. The development team includes veterans from BioWare, known for their work on franchises such as Mass Effect and Baldur's Gate. The player takes on the role of the Traveler, humanity's last hope, on a mission to steal weapons and technology from powerful beings known as Celestials. The gameplay involves space exploration, combat, and the use of alien weapons with unknown powers. A key element of the narrative is time dilation, which affects the Traveler's experience, causing them to age more slowly during their journeys. Player decisions will impact the story, creating a unique narrative experience. McConaughey described his relationship with the player as unique.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired. Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest. This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Tides of Annihilation is an upcoming action-adventure RPG developed by Eclipse Glow Games, a Chinese studio funded by Tencent. The game will be released for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series. It features a striking visual style, described as next generation, and a unique blend of medieval fantasy with a contemporary setting inspired by Arthurian legend. The story takes place in a London devastated by an invasion from another realm. The protagonist, Gwendolyn, played by Jennifer English, is the last survivor of the city and must face supernatural enemies while trying to unravel the mysteries behind this distorted reality. She seeks to save her family, the city, and reality itself. The game features a unique combat system centered on knights. Gwendolyn commands more than 10 legendary knights, each with unique abilities and powers inspired by Arthurian legend. Players combine the powers of these knights to create battle strategies and launch powerful cooperative attacks. The game's difficulty is still being adjusted by the developer, with the promise of being accessible to all audiences.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, is an upcoming action-adventure game from Naughty Dog, slated for release on the PlayStation 5. The game, set in an alternate future, approximately 2,000 years in the future, where advanced space travel existed as early as 1986, promises a new franchise for the developer, being its first original story since 2013's The Last of Us. The story follows Jordan Munn, a veteran bounty hunter who finds herself trapped on Semperia, a remote planet whose contact with the outside universe was lost hundreds of years ago, while hunting the legendary criminal organization 5 Aces. The plot explores themes of faith and institutions, focusing on a fictional religion that has evolved over the years. Unlike previous Naughty Dog games, which focused on ranged combat with firearms and cover systems, Intergalactic seems to emphasize melee combat. Jordan uses a red energy sword, shown in the trailer and game art, suggesting a focus on bladed weapons. And are you ready to abandon your multiplayer games? Tell me in the comments. I'll leave it here and see you next time.
Jordan?
Tell me something good.
Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around the Superior Moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Superior. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it has never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it. I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Can you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind.